Roblox Doors A-1000 is stupidly easy now. So a lot of people have been asking me to make a guide for A-1000. And a lot of people in 2025, you know, they've been wanting to get A-1000, but they're on the fence about it just because of how long it would take, right? You would need to dedicate hours to it. But with the release of the content update, not only is A-1000 even easier to get, but it's also very, very quick. Going through all the rooms used to take at least 2 hours. Now you can definitely do it under 2 hours. Possibly even under an hour. So yeah, we're gonna hop into the rooms and I'm gonna tell you guys how to win A-1000 100% of the time and how to get through it really quickly. Now you guys probably already know where I'm going with this, but to get through the rooms quickly, you're gonna need a buddy. You're gonna need at least 2 people. If you have an actual person playing with you, that'd be great. I'm gonna use an alternate account right here. You can do this with an alt, it's just a bit slower, right? Because you have to control them both. And yeah, we're not gonna do too much with this account. He's probably not even going to survive, right? But this will let us use a new method to get through the rooms extremely fast. And yeah, for the pre-run shop, you're obviously going to want the lockpicks, and you're also probably going to want a flashlight. I go with flashlight and lockpicks. And of course, you can rift something. It is completely up to you. If you're going to rift an item here, I would probably say bandage pack from floor 2 if you can. But yeah, we're just going to blow through, and we can leave the alt behind. It can die. It doesn't matter. He's going to revive in the rooms anyway for free, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, yeah, this is a bit more of an advanced guide for the people who do not have A-1000 yet in 2025. Whether it's because they're struggling with A-90, obviously A-90 is pretty lethal, or if you just haven't really gotten around to it because of how much time it takes, right? It takes a while to do this, but again, there is a brand new method to get through this very quickly. But yeah, you know, in terms of, you know, the rooms itself and the entities, I think a lot of people already kind of know the gist of it by now. If you hear A-60, hide. If you hear A-120, hide. All right, I mean, I think we already know that by now. The biggest problem with the rooms nowadays that people struggle with is A-90. And to be honest, me personally, A-90 to me at this point is just muscle memory, right? Like, there's really not much I can say about it because I'm just kind of used to it. And if you play the rooms enough, you too will eventually get some muscle memory, right? I would say the most important thing about A-90 that a lot of people don't talk about is actually the audio. When A-90 spawns, a lot of the audio in the game just cuts out, all of the ambience, your footsteps, and all that stuff. So if you hear all of the audio cut out in the game, then that's when you gotta stop, right? I think scientifically humans react to audio a lot more quickly than they do with visual stuff. In fact, I'm gonna check that right now. Yeah, auditory reaction time is faster than visual, so that's really all the tips I can give you for that. But again, there are gonna be some tricks to be able to manage our health a lot better against A-90. So even if you take some hits from him, sometimes it's gonna be much easier to heal. And one of those tricks is actually to rift the bandage pack. But again, if you don't want to do that, that is fine. There is still another trick, another new item in the game, I should say, to help us manage our health a bit better against A-90. Okay, and this is the room right here we're looking for, the basement maze, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. There's a new item in the basement maze that will help us, and that is the smoothie, ladies and gentlemen. So pretty much all basement mazes have a smoothie of some kind somewhere in here, and it is basically just healing on demand, right? You can heal a whopping, what, 60, 70 health whenever you want. There it is. So the more of these you can hold on to, the better. And you're actually going to have at least one of these guaranteed. You know why? Because in order to get to the rooms in the first place, you need to go to the basement maze in door 61, which is a guaranteed basement maze, and you need to flip that lever in order to get into the rooms. The area just before you go into the rooms is going to have a smoothie just for you, so you can actually hold on to that. And if you get hit by A-90, not a problem. You can just drink this and you'll heal up a lot faster. So that is great. You're going to want to hold on to as many of these as you can. All right, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I'll see you guys in the rooms and we can actually start the speedrun method. So like I said, there's a very easy way to not only be able to tank more damage, but also to run through the rooms very quickly. And that is fragment farming, my friends. I'm sure you guys have already seen this coming with the 2 accounts here. But yeah, I'm sure as you guys already know, if you get left behind in the rooms, you encounter a glitch. And if you encounter him enough, that is a guaranteed glitch fragment. And a lot of you guys have probably already done this for the trial and error badge, right? But what a lot of people forget is when you survive these glitch entities, you can actually get some permanent stat boosts. So what we're gonna do here is we are just going to move on ahead until our main encounters glitch, which is in about 7 doors. And here comes our first glitch. There he is. Awesome. Now there are 2 methods to do fragment farming. The first one is kind of slow, but you can encounter glitch in less rooms, which is what I like to personally do for the early game. And the second method is a lot faster. You'll go through the rooms more quickly, but you're gonna find less glitch fragments in those rooms. So starting with the first method here, glitch just got me. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run back as quickly as I can. I'm gonna wait here. Okay, here's a door, and now I'm just gonna open the next door on my alt, and boom, there's another glitch. And we can literally encounter glitch in every single room. But again, this is a bit slower because I have to wait until I get all the way back here just to get through one room. And this does take a while, but I would say the setup is worth it because again, if you get glitch fragments, you can get some permanent stat boosts. And these stat boosts are not only permanent, but they can stack. Okay, so depending on your luck, you might be able to blow through the rooms extremely quickly later on, even with this very slow setup that we have right now. Okay, and here is our first glitch fragment. And again, we're just gonna grab this and immediately go into the hiding spot. Screech actually can't damage you in here at all, so no matter what you're gonna get, and there's no hide entity at all, so no penalty. And again, the entities are actually client-sided, so our alt right here is not gonna be affected by the glitch ambush. He can move around just fine as normal here. And glitch ambush should give us some boost. And there we go. Our very first glitch fragment is a speed boost. And that is what we want. That is one of the 2 things that we want to get actually. So now we have a speed boost. This already is probably going to save us several minutes, right? Because we have 1,000 rooms. It adds up over time. But we can keep going, right? We can keep encountering glitch entities and get even more speed boosts. Now, when you beat a glitch entity, there are 4 possible outcomes, right? One of them is 20 seconds of God mode. The second one is item duplication, but the other 2 options are, of course, the permanent speed boost that we just saw and a permanent max health increase, which is also extremely nice because that is going to allow us to tank even more hits from A-90 and possibly even some hits from A-60. So it is kind of luck-based, right? Ideally, we just want to get the health boost and the speed boost. Sometimes you're gonna get unlucky and you're gonna get, you know, God mode and item duplication. There's some item duplication right there. Might as well swap out the crucifix. The crucifix actually doesn't really do anything for me. I might as well just take the smoothie. And again, even though this early game setup does take a while, I would say it is absolutely worth it, and you're gonna go through the rooms much faster. I did this method, and all things considered, I did it very slowly, and I beat the rooms in an hour and a half, which is like, prior to this update, that is like, I wouldn't say a world record, but it was definitely a pretty big speed run time, right? And again, I think if you're doing this with a friend and you're very lucky, I think beating the rooms in under an hour, absolutely possible. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the second method for fragment farming. Now, this should get you through the game quicker, but you will find less glitch fragments in rooms. If you're playing duo with a buddy, this is probably the most consistent way to get glitch fragments throughout your run. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. So for this, you know, you have 2 players, right? One player is going to be the runner. The other player is going to be the hider. So the hider here is just gonna go ahead and hide in a locker, and the runner is going to, well, run. Now, this is going to keep the hiders safe from any threats encountered along the way. So, you know, the runner can just play like normal. There's an A60 spawn right there. Now, once the hider gets teleported by glitch, they just need to find the closest locker they can find. And again, they just stay in there. All right. They just camp. And again, look at how fast I'm going already, right? This is insane. Okay. My ult got hit by glitch. So he's going to go ahead and just hop into another locker. We can keep on moving. And yeah, we got another glitch fragment right here. So yeah, whatever farming method you want to do, completely up to you. I like to start with the first method, just, you know, the very early game before any entities appear. And then later on, I like to use the second method. We got item duplication here, unfortunately. But yeah, look at how fast I am moving. And again, I don't even think I have very good luck with the speed boost, right? Look at this, dude. It takes like 2 seconds tops to get through a room. This adds up so quickly. Okay, that's our first A120 spawn. Again, just hide. Not a big deal. There is one room regarding A60 and A120 that I want to mention, and we will get there when we get there. But in general, the node entities are pretty easy to deal with, right? You hear something, you jump in a locker. Now, again, you probably don't want to do fragment farming forever. This is really something you just want to do in the early game, I would say. Once you are absolutely just zooming through the rooms, that's probably when you can stop fragment farming. Because you do have to take the time to deal with these entities, right? I think eventually it would get to a point where you are just getting diminishing returns, right? Okay, this is the room I wanted to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, the exit rooms. Now, obviously, A60 and A120 are pretty self-explanatory most of the time, but for some reason, they can spawn in exit rooms. I'm not sure why, but they can spawn in exit rooms, and as you can see, no lockers to hide in, meaning we might have to hide in plain sight. Now, depending on your RNG, you might be able to run back to a locker right here, but there is actually a consistent safe spot in these exit rooms to survive not just A60, but also A120. So I'm going to show you guys a safe spot right here. It is near the exit door right here. You're going to want to unequip all of your items, okay? You're going to want to go into this corner right here. And this part is very important. You're going to want to face this wall right here. To the left of the crack right here, you're going to want to hug this wall and you're going to want to face it. This is very important. If you do not face this wall, A120 can kill you. Not sure why, but A120's pathing is sort of determined on where the player is facing. So yeah, this hiding spot... Thank you, A90. But yeah, this hiding spot right here should keep you safe from A60 and also A120. You can hide in plain sight from A120. It's just the way you do it is a little weird. That's really the last thing I wanted to mention for this guide. It's pretty self-explanatory. The nodes are pretty simple to deal with. You just got to get used to A90. And again, fragment farming. This is a crazy way to get through this easier and quicker. You can see how quick I'm moving, and I got pretty unlucky with it. Okay, wow. I got another exit room very quickly, only a couple doors later. But yeah, again, in case you missed it, here's the exit room. Nodes can spawn here. Here's your exit door. Go to the left, go to this corner, hug and face this wall. You should be safe from A60 and A120. I'm not gonna go all the way through A1000 for this video, but I think you guys get the point, right? I think I've said pretty much everything I've wanted to say for the A1000 department. So get yourself a buddy, try that out, and let me know how quickly you beat it. Because again, I think under an hour is absolutely possible. But, you know, I want to see how it goes for you guys. And, you know what? Rush is gonna end the video. Bye-bye! Right, forgot about the HP buff. Bye-bye! Eventually. Just give it a minute. There we go. Okay. Bye-bye!